Hello my friends, welcome to Kurt Bergland's Baseball World, and today we are playing another game of the best game you're not playing, and it's called Here's the Pitch Baseball, right there. And I have a number of Here's the Pitch games on my channel. I want to talk to you a little bit about the game and how I kind of set things up on my table to play the game, and why I like it. We're also going to do a game today featuring two teams that are two of the best teams in Philadelphia baseball history. I'm very excited. My favorite Negro Leagues team is in Here's the Pitch. It's the 1934 Philadelphia Stars, and I like it for a whole lot of reasons. And we're going to be at Shibe Park, which I love Shibe Park. And they're going to be taking on the 1950 Philadelphia Phillies, one of my top 5 favorite teams of all time. So, very excited, the 1934 Stars against the 1950 Phillies with Here's the Pitch Baseball. Before we get to that, though, Here's the Pitch Baseball. I have the latest ordering flyer, and if you'd like a copy of that, send me an email at Bergland.kurt@yahoo.com. My friend Dominic, you email him, and he can set you up with everything you need. I don't work for Here's the Pitch. I don't get money from this. This is not a shill, but I think it's a game worth taking a look at, and it's extremely economical. And there's a plane about ready to dive bomb me. I think that's a 0 coming in on me right now. All right, so I like Here's the Pitch. It's got lefty-righty splits. It's got all the strategy you could want. It's got home field advantage. It's got individual defensive ratings. And it's got something very unique to the hobby, and that's this invention. It's called the power chart. Pitchers can impact the batter's ability to not only get on base, but also the pitcher affects the batter's slugging percentage. And there's not too many games that do that explicitly, and I like Here's the Pitch for that reason, among others. The cards are large. The font is fantastic for people that have bad vision like me. Easy to read. And the educator in me loves the use of color, because that's not only going to help your memory, but it's also going to help you understand where to look. When I play Here's the Pitch, I have 3 pieces of paper handy. One is the aforementioned power chart, and we'll be using that during the game today. The other 2 I have, for the most part, memorized, but I like to have them handy anyway. They are single sheets. This one is the fly ball chart. It's in blue again. Use of color, fantastic. The educator in me just, mwah. And the ground ball chart is in red. So these are the 3 things that I have. To play Here's the Pitch, you need 3d6s. Mine are red, white, and blue, but as long as they're different colors, you're going to be all set. And we're ready to go. The price for the PDFs, incredibly economical. You get everything that you need to play the game with your order. It's a fantastic bargain and a very realistic sim. So we're going to do the 1934 Stars at the 1950 Philadelphia Phillies. My friends, there's no off position on the Genius Switch. Let's get to today's starting lineups, and before we do that, also in the description for this video is all the information that you need about channel membership. And I encourage you to take a look at that. You get discounts on the secondary store. You get exclusive video content and free teams from me that I create every month for a variety of different games. This month the teams are for APBA, but next month, who knows? Last month it was Pine Tar. Next month, who knows? All right. Starting lineup time. Let's take a look and see who's playing in today's game. Alrighty, for the visiting Philadelphia Stars, leading off at shortstop, it's Jake Stevens. Batting second in right field, Jake Dunn. Batting third at first base, Judd Wilson. For my money, the best hitter in the history of the Negro Leagues. Cheney White is going to bat cleanup. He'll play left field. Dewey Cracey is going to play third base and bat fifth. Pete Washington bats sixth, and he will play center field. Mickey Casey will bat seventh. He'll catch. Dick Say will bat eighth. Might be the best second baseman in Negro Leagues history for my money. And he'll bat eighth and play second. And batting ninth and on the mound, he's the best pitcher you don't know about in Negro Leagues history, Stuart Slim Jones. Hard thrower, and probably the key to the 1934 World Series Negro Leagues champion, Philadelphia Stars. He was 20-4 in 1934 with a 1.24 earned run average. This guy threw smoke. All right. For the homestanding Whiz Kids, the Philadelphia Phillies of 1950, it's Eddie Waitkus leading off at first base. Richie Ashburn bats second in center field. Willie Jones, Puddinhead, bats third and plays third base. Del Ennis bats fourth. He'll be in right. Dick Sisler, Don't Call Me George, bats fifth and plays left field. Granny Hamner bats sixth. He'll play shortstop. Andy Semenick bats seventh. He'll be the catcher. Mike Goliat will bat eighth and play second base. And on the mound, it is not Bob Miller. Just kidding. It's Bubba Church. Bubba Church in 1950 was 8-6 with a save. He had a 2.73 earned run average. He was a young pitcher, and he got off to a slow start because manager Eddie Sawyer was kind of sheltering him a little bit, but when he started getting starts into June, he was a tough customer. All right, so we're going to roll for Bubba Church's hitting card, and that's a 7, which means that, and they're dive bombing me again. Can you believe this? The zeros are really coming in today. And we'll be on card 2 for Bubba Church in this ball game. All right. Let's play some Here's the Pitch, my friends. Battle for Philadelphia. Jake Stevens steps in the batter's box against Bubba Church, and here we go. First pitch of the game is ball 4. Now, you're asking yourself, I know what you're saying to yourself, my friends. You're saying to yourself, Kurt, how do you get ball 4 on the first pitch of the game? And the answer to that is very simple. I don't know. Jake Dunn comes to the plate now. Double play depth for the Phillies infield. And you know what? I think we're going to put on the old Dipsy Doodle. We're going to put on the old Dipsy Doodle. It's going to be a bunt. All right, Jake Dunn is a 4 with the bunting. Bubba Church, and they're dive bombing me again. The zeros are really coming in. I got to watch out for the flack. All right, the bunt is right out in front of home plate. Andy Semenick is going to jump on that. And, uh-oh, we got a pop out. Andy Semenick is going to catch the bunt in midair and fire to Eddie Waitkus, and it's a 2-4 double play on the popped-up bunt. Jake Stevens does not get back to first base, and we got 2 outs in the first. Here's Judd Wilson. Kind of nearing the end of his career a little bit here in 1934, but he hit .358. He was really slowing down, wasn't he? The pitch from Bubba Church is a 422. That's a 1E1. That's going to be an error check for Bubba Church. We got to roll to see which player is involved, and that's going to be the catcher, Andy Semenuk. And his fielding is a 2. And so now we roll these 2 dice. 2 through 9, he's going to make a 1-base error. And he makes the play to first base. Another 2-3 put out. That's kind of an unusual inning, but we got through the first. The Stars are turned away, and we go to the bottom of the first with no score. All right, Slim Jones ready to take on the Whiz Kids lineup. Bottom of inning number 1, it's lefty, lefty, righty, Waitkus, Ashburn, and Jones. Slim winds and deals. That's a 551, and that's going to be hit in the air to right. Dunn is there. Jake Dunn is going to take it for out number 1. Now it's Richie Ashburn. Jones kicks and deals. 334. Hit in the air to center field. Washington is there, and there's 2 down. Willie Jones. 322. Hit in the air to left. 1 for each outfielder. Isn't that nice? Shaney White is there, and he puts it away for out number 3. We've had a scoreless first inning. Shibe Park. Wish I could have seen it in person. Shaney White, Dewey Cracey, and then Pete Washington, the center fielder, coming up in inning number 2. Bubba Church winds and deals. 626. Right-handed batter, so it's hit in the air to left. Dick Sisler is there. Over toward the line, he makes the catch for out number 1. Dewey Cracey now. Church kicks and deals, 642. The right-hander hits it to left field. Dick Sisler one more time makes the catch for out number 2. And Pete Washington. Sometimes Pete bats second, sometimes 6th. And the pitch to him is a 425. And that's hit to left field. Dick Sisler's going to tie a record held by many. Make all 3 putouts in the inning. We go to the bottom of 2, and there's no score at Shibe. That's what the cool people say. You don't say Shibe Park. You just say inning number 2 at Shibe. That's what you say if you're hip. Del Ennis, Dick Sisler, Granny Hamner, 4-5-6 for the Phillies coming up. Slim Jones. Ennis hits it in the air to left. This is Shaney White. And there's 1 down. Dick Sisler, lefty-lefty matchup. 255. Hits it in the air to right. This is Jake Dunn for out number 2. Granny Hamner, the Phillies shortstop in 1950. Jones winds and deals, 261. And it's a base hit for Granny Hamner right back through the box. Pete Washington collects it and gets it back in. We got our first hit of the game, first base runner for the Phillies. Jones sets and delivers, 416. Hey, struck him out on the broccoli cauliflower medley. Gas. 2 innings are in the books, and we're scoreless at Shibe. Church to Mickey Casey. Philadelphia Stars lost their main catcher, probably the second best catcher in Negro League's history, Biz Mackey. Early in the season, he came back later to injury, but Mickey Casey did the bulk of the catching, so he's in there today. Bubba Church winds and deals. That's a 664. And that is going to be hitting the air to left. Dick Sisler, 4 in a row. Busy guy, getting his road work in. And there's 1 down in the 3rd. Dick Say, the delivery to him is a 156, hitting the air to left. 5 in a row for Dick Sisler. He's working it off today, and that is going to bring up Slim Jones. Roll to see what kind of hitting card Slim's going to use today, so I forgot to do that. And we got a 4, and that's going to be number 1. All right. So Slim is in there against Bubba Church, 2 outs and nobody aboard, and there is a 653. And we have a power chart check for Slim Jones. Here's our power chart. I'll give you a close-up of that. Let's get our first power chart number here, though. And then we'll look at Slim Jones' power chart. It's a 311. That's a 25 on our power chart. Now I'll bring this in closer so you can see on the pitcher-hitter card, here's our power chart. Single 1 to 90. We got a 25. Now we look for an adjustment on Bubba Church. He's got a -8, so that knocks him down to a 17. So the 25 becomes a 17. This is what I'm talking about, the pitcher impacting slugging percentage in this game. And that's a base hit for Slim Jones, so that'll be the first hit of the game for the Philadelphia Stars. Jake Stevens, the shortstop, comes to the plate against Bubba Church. Bubba sets and deals. That's a 366. And that's going to be hit on the ground to Granny Hamner. He's going to go the short way to Mike Goliat covering, and that's going to retire the Stars in inning number 3. So they get a base runner, but they can't do anything with him. We go to the bottom of 3. No score in Philadelphia. Stuart Slim Jones going to face Goliat, Church, and then the top with Eddie Waitkus and the Phillies Phillies third. Remember, my friends, there's 3 kinds of people. Those that can do math and those that cannot. The pitch from Slim Jones is a 5-14, and hey, struck him out with the broccoli cauliflower medley and a little nacho cheese with some of those tiny breadcrumbs. Gas! Bubba Church against Slim Jones. 256. Church, oh, we got to look at the 2 card. 256 is a base hit for Bubba Church. Each pitcher's got a single in this game. 1 out. Oh, here I find Slim Jones' card. Of course I do. What's he doing with the Phillies? That's the question on America's mind. I knew I had a Slim Jones card somewhere. All right, 1 out for the Phillies. Here's Waitkus. The Stars are playing at double play depth. Slim Jones, the stretch and the delivery. A 121 is ball 4 to Waitkus. The Phillies have 2 on with 1 out in the 3rd. First real threat for either team, and it's Richie Ashburn coming up now. Lefty-lefty matchup. Jones sets and fires. 652. Hit in the air to center. Pete Washington is there. He'll make the catch. Let's see if Church is going to tag up. He can try it, but he's not very quick. So we're going to have Bubba hold right there at second. And there's still 2 on with 2 outs now for Jones. Puddinhead Jones. Slim Jones deals to Puddinhead Jones. And it's a 1-11. We have an injury chance. Yeah, we sure do, except he's a 0, so it's not a good chance for an injury. Here's our column. RIG is rig. That means he becomes a truck driver for the game. No, he doesn't. That's a little here's the pitch humor. It's humor. Driving a truck. Okay. ROG. Rest of the game. So if we roll a 7, Puddinhead's coming out. He's not coming out. He's driving the truck. He's a long hauler. All right, the next delivery is a 453. Hit on the ground to Jake Stevens. Jake is going to flip to Dick Say, and that's going to retire the Phillies in the 3rd. They get 2 on with 1 out and can't do anything with it. We go to the 4th. We're still scoreless in Philadelphia. It's the 2-3-4 hitters coming up for the Stars against Bubba Church, Dunn, Wilson, and White. Good selection of Negro Leagues teams on the order flyer. If you want one, send me an email, Bergland.kurt at yahoo.com. The pitch is a 241. Hit in the air to left. Dick Sisler one more time. Out number 1 in inning number 4. Judd Wilson coming up now. Judd's 0 for 1. Bubba Church kicks and deals. A 233 is a base hit for Judd Wilson. That'll go to right field. Del Ennis is going to throw it back in. There's 1 out and 1 on for the Stars. Now here's Cheney White, the cleanup man. Church the stretch, and the pitch to White is a 115. Now that's a rare play chance. So let's see if we get one. We needed 10, 11, or 12 to get a rare play chance. We don't get it. So it's a strike, a called strike on Cheney White. He's down in the count 0-1. The next delivery by Church is a 254. Hit in the air to center. This is going to drive Ashburn back a few steps. But there's plenty of room in center at Shibe Park, and he makes the catch. Route number 2. Dewey Crazy, kind of a second-tier Negro Leagues third baseman. He's not on the Ray Dandridge, Judy Johnson level, but he's just a notch below. Church, the stretch, and the delivery, 662, is going to be a base hit. This goes to center field. Let's see if this gives Richie Ashburn problems. Now, we look at a power chart. It's a -8, remember, for Church on our power chart roll. So we have a 433. That gives us a random number of a 70, but we subtract 8, we go back to a 62. We look at Crazy's power chart, and we have a 62 falling in the single range. Now it's to center field, but Wilson's going to hold because you don't make the 3rd out at third base. So there's 2 on now with 2 outs for Pete Wilson. Church, the stretch, and the delivery is a 242. And that is also going to be a rare play check. It's a ball to Pete Wilson, but it's not a rare play. All right, the next delivery is a 625. And hit in the air to left field. Dick Sisler there one more time, and that retires the Stars. They also get 2 base runners on in the inning and fail to deliver. We go to the bottom of the 4th. No score at Shibe. Slim Jones will face Del Ennis, Dick Sisler, Granny Hamner in the bottom of the fourth for the Phillies. Jones kicks and deals. 5-32. Gonna check for a hit by pitch. It will be if I roll a 3 or less. He just dotted him. Del Ennis takes his base. Slim Jones drills the Philly right fielder. And that'll bring up Sisler. Stars defense moves to double play depth. Jones the stretch. The delivery to Sisler is a 5-43. Hey, struck him out on a bender. Strikeout number 3 for Jones. There's one gone in the fourth. Granny Hamner now. Jones the stretch, the pitch to Hamner. 5-45. Hey, struck him out. Baked beans. Gas. 2 down in the fourth. Slim Jones is starting to turn on the fastball. Semenick up now with Ennis still at first. Jones the stretch and the delivery to Andy is a 141. Hit to center. Pete Washington into left center makes a nice running catch, and that'll retire the side in the fourth. We have played 4 complete. We got no score. We got a good pitcher's duel going on. Good game. Here's the pitch baseball. Bubba Church will face Casey, Say, and Jones, 7, 8, 9 in the Stars order in the fifth. Church kicks and deals. 366 is ball 4. He walked him. Now there's all sorts of options here. This was not Dick Say's best year with the stick. So I think we're going to try and lay one down and see if it goes a little better than last time. He is a 3 bunter. Here's our chart. And it's going to be bunted out in front of home plate. It's a 5. And he missed it. Strike 1. Now we got to decide if we're going to keep the bunt on again. I'm going to do it. I'm going to keep it on. The pitch bunted toward Waitkus. That's a 9. Waitkus gloves it, turns and flips to Goliath covering first, and the sacrifice works. Casey moves up to second base, and the Stars have a man in scoring position now for Slim Jones. On deck is Jake Stevens. Jones, a 197 hitter on the 1934 season. Church, the stretch and the delivery, 435. Is hit in the air to center. Richie Ashburn coming in. He's going to make that catch. And again, you don't make the third out at third, so I'm going to hold Casey at second and see if Jake Stevens can bring him home. Jake is 0 for 1. He walked in the first. The pitch to him from Church is a 166. And we have a chance for a base hit on Stevens' card. That is a base hit. Home team now decides where it goes. That's one of the home field advantage pieces here of this game. So I'm going to choose the best arm. Well, they're all zeros. So we're going to say it goes to Ashburn in center. Now comes the part where you got to think a little bit. And that is, are you going to send the runner? So we're going to look at Casey's running speed. Here it is. He is a 2 runner, which is found right there on his card. And I think we're going to waive him. So we're going to get our running chart. Oh, boy. All right. So he's a 2. Yeah, catcher, 2. So that means that when we try and take the extra base, He's going to be safe 2-4. Can't send him on that. I'm not going to send him. We're going to put up the stop sign at third base and see if another hit can deliver him from Jake Dunn. So we have Stars at the corners now with 2 outs. And Jake Dunn is up. He's a .278 hitter on the 1934 season. Bubba Church. Judd Wilson would be next. The pitch from Bubba Church to Jake Dunn is a 144. And it's hit on the ground to Willie Jones. He gloves it to his left, makes the throw to Waitkus, and that's going to retire the Stars in inning number 5. Again, they threaten but don't score. Church wriggles off the hook. We have gone halfway through this one, and we've decided nothing. There's no score in Philly. All right, it's Goliath, Church, and the top of the order with Waitkus, 8-9-1 for the Phillies in the bottom of the 5th. The pitch from Slim Jones is a 245. Wrong card. 245 hit on the ground to Jake Stevens. He cuts it off from going up the middle. Plants and throws to Judd Wilson for out number 1. Now it's Bubba Church. Pitch to Bubba is a 254. Base hit is second of the game. All right. So, 1 out, 1 on for the Phillies. Waitkus up, double played up for the Stars. Jones, the stretch and the delivery is a 562. Left-handed batter. So it's hit to Wilson at first. Judd Wilson's defense is a 2. His efficiency rating is a 10. So we got a roll here. And Wilson's going to go to Stevens for 1, and the relay back to Wilson is in time for a rally-killing, soul-crushing 3-6-3 double play turned by the Stars, and Slim gets out of the 5th. We go to the 6th with no score, and we got a good game here. We got no score in Philly. The meat of the order for the Stars coming up, 3, 4, 5 hitters, Judd Wilson, Cheney White, Dewey Cracey. They're a combined 2 for 6 in the game so far. The pitch from Church to Wilson is a 651. Hit on the ground to Mike Goliath. Goliath to his left, gloves it, plants and throws to Waitkus for out number 1. Cheney White coming up now. He's 0 for 2. Church kicks and deals. 446 is hit on the ground to Goliath. Mike's up with it. Throws to Waitkus. 2 down. Dewey Cracey now with 2 outs and nobody aboard. Church kicks and deals. 462. Hit in the air to right. Del Ennis toward the line is going to make the catch, and that'll retire the Stars in inning number 6. We go to the bottom of the 6th. No score in Philly. Talking about pitcher endurance now. Slim Jones can go to the 9th before endurance may become an issue. Bubba Church may have a problem next inning. We'll see what happens. Ashburn, Jones, and Ennis are coming up in the Phillies 6th. Jones kicks and deals at the 633. Ground ball hit to Dixie. He gloves it. Throws to Judd Wilson, and there's 1 gone in the Phillies 6th. Willie Jones now. number 3 hitter. Usually hit 5th, but against the lefties, he moved. Eddie Sawyer would move him up to 3rd, and Dick Sisler drops to 5th. The pitch is a 5-14, and hey, struck him out. Pork and beans, gas. With 2 outs, it's Ennis, the slugging right fielder of the Whiz Kids. Jones winds and deals. And that's going to be a power chart check. We have a... No, we don't. No, I'm looking on the wrong card again. It's a base hit for Ennis again. Now, if it doesn't tell you what field the hit goes to, the home team gets to choose. So it doesn't matter here because there's nobody on base. Cheney White, of course, had kind of a historically bad throwing arm, so I'm guessing his rating would be the worst. He's a 0, so is Washington's a -1, Jake Dunn's a -1, so his arm is the worst in the outfield. Dick Sisler up there now with Ennis at first and 2 outs. Jones the stretch and the delivery, 663. Hit to right toward the line. Jake Dunn on the run, and he's going to get there for out number 3. We've played 6. No score. Bubba Church battling Slim Jones. Now, Church, his endurance, we have reached his endurance innings, so it's the 7th. So if a run scores, now we start reducing his power adjustment by 4 every time a run scores. So if, let's say, Pete Washington hits a home run here, then he'd be down to -4. And if then Mickey Casey hits a home run, he'd be down to 0, and so on. All right, so Pete Washington leads it off. We have no score. We're in the 7th. The pitch from Bubba Church is a 154. Ground ball to Eddie Waitkus. He's going to take it himself, and there's one down in the Stars' 7th. Mickey Casey coming up now. He's 0 for 1. Church kicks and deals. 544. He walked him. So another walk for Casey. Here comes Dick Say. Slim Jones is on deck. Church, the stretch, the delivery. He's not bunting. 335. Hits it to center, but not deep. Coming on is Ashburn, and there's 2 outs. Slim Jones now with Casey still at first. The pitch from Church. 653 is going to be a hit to right field and a power chart check. 361 means it's a 103. Ooh. Did Slim get it? Now, here's his power chart. We got a 103, so it looks like it's gone. But we have to make our adjustment of -8. No runs have scored yet. So it's down to a 95, which knocks it into the double range. So it's a double to right. Ennis has to run it down in the corner. Now we'll check Del Ennis's throwing arm. He is a 0. So that means that Casey hits 3rd, and he is going to be safe going home on a 2-4. I didn't send him in the 5th when we had this same opportunity. I'm going to send him now. So Ennis hits Goliat with the relay. Goliat's throw home to Semenick is in time. They got him. On the putout, it's a 9-4-2. And that makes the 3rd out of the inning. It's time to stretch them out in Philadelphia. The Stars are turned away again. Church's endurance remains at or his effective adjustment remains a -8. And we go to the bottom of the 7th with your score. Stars nothing, Phillies nothing. Hamner, Semenuk, and Goliath coming up in the 7th. Granny Hamner's 1 for 2. Jim, Slim, or Jim. He went by either one. No, he didn't. That's a joke. Jones, Slim Jones to Granny Hamner. 361. That's going to be a base hit for Granny Hamner. Phillies have the leadoff man aboard. Hamner has his second hit. And Semenuk comes up. He's 0 for 2. Semenuk, a big power dude, but easy to double up if he hits it on the ground. Jones, the stretch, the delivery. 351. Hit in the air to left. Cheney White under it. He will make the catch. Hamner retreats to first, and it brings up Goliath. Bubba Church is on deck. They may hit for him. Jones, the stretch, the pitch to Mike is a 324. Hit on the ground to Dick Say. That's not where you want to hit it. So Say gloves it, goes to Jake Stevens for 1, and the relay to Judd Wilson is in time for a rally-killing, soul-crushing 4-6-3 double play turned by the Stars, and the Phillies get nothing in the 7th. We go to the 8th with no score in Philadelphia. Top of the order coming for the Stars. Stevens, Dunn, and Wilson against Bubba Church, leaving him in there. But, there is action in the bullpen. 1950 MVP Jim Constanti is starting to warm up for Eddie Sawyer. All right, so it's Stevens at 1 for 2. The pitch from Bubba Church is a 431. He hits it in the air to center field. Richie Ashburn, 1 down. Jake Dunn now. 0 for 3. The pitch to Jake is a 555. And that's a power chart check. To center field, Richie Ashburn. Got to run it down. It's a 621. 621 is a 78. -8 from Church makes it a 70. And that's a base hit for Jake Dunn. The Stars have a runner with 1 out in the 8th. Church has allowed 2, 4, 6 hits. He's walked 3. He hasn't struck anybody out yet. Judd Wilson at the plate. Constanti is ready. Eddie Sawyer on the top step of the dugout. The pitch from Church to Wilson is a 522. That is hit on the ground to Goliath. Are they going to get it? He is a... Goliath's going to go to Hamner for 1, and that is all they're going to get. A hard slide by Jake Dunn breaks up 2. Dunn is retired 4-6 on the fielder's choice, and Judd Wilson beats the rap at first. Cheney White now with 2 outs. Cheney is 0 for 3. The pitch from Church is a 321. Base hit for White. Wilson, got to check his running, but I can't believe, no. Oh, yes. And he has a chance to go to third. Not going to do it. 2 on with 2 outs now for Dewey Crazy. Going to try and get Bubba Church through this inning. He's due to lead off the 8th. The bottom of the 8th for the Phillies. Church the stretch. Crazy is 1 for 3. The pitch. 5-13. Hit in the air to center. It's going to drive Ashburn back, but he's got room. And he makes the catch for out number 3. Bubba Church with 8 shutout innings, and I think his day is going to be done. But a good day. 7 hits, 3 walks, no strikeouts, and nobody crosses the pay station. We're in the bottom of the 8th, and there's no scores. So Church is done. We're going to get a pinch hitter for him, and then it'll be the top of the order with Waitkus and Ashburn against Slim Jones, who just started to break a sweat. The pinch hitter for Church is going to be slugging Stan Holmig. And he will lead off the 8th. Jim Constanti is ready in the Phillies bullpen. He will be the next pitcher for Philadelphia, for the Phillies. Slim Jones kicks and deals to Holmig. 336. Comebacker, gloved by Slim. He's going to turn and flip to Judd Wilson for out number 1. Eddie Waitkus now. The pitch from Jones to Waitkus is a 326. Hit in the air to left. That's Cheney White country, and he puts it away for out number 2. Richie Ashburn now. Jones winds and deals. 224, and that's a base hit. Almost takes Slim Jones's head off with that one. And that is the 6th hit for Philadelphia, for the Philadelphia Phillies. Jones has walked 1. He's hit a batter. He has struck out 5. Willie Jones at the plate now. Ashburn at first. Willie is 0 for 3. Slim, the stretch, the delivery is a 141 hit on the ground to Jake Stevens. Jake is going to go the short way to Dick Say, and that's going to retire the side. In the 8th, we're going to the 9th with no score in Philly. Jim Constanti, the National League MVP in 1950, is coming on. He will bat in the number 9 spot in the order. And he will get the 6, 7, 8 hitters. Pete Washington, Mickey Casey, and Dick Say in the Stars' 9th inning. If anybody gets on, they're going to have to make a decision about Slim Jones. Webster McDonald, the pitcher, was the player-manager of the 1934 Philadelphia Stars. Washington is 0 for 3. Constanti kicks and deals. That's a 164, and that's hit to center. Richie Ashburn into left center makes a nice running catch, 1 down. Jim Constanti, of course, a junk baller. He threw slop, but he was good at it. Mickey Casey has walked twice and flown out once. The pitch to him is a 123, and that's a base hit for Mickey Casey. He's on for the 3rd time. Let's see if there's going to be a pinch runner for the catcher. Boy, oh boy. Well, there is actually going to be a pinch runner for the catcher. Going to be George Carr that's going to run for Casey here in the 9th. And I'll show you why I'm doing that. Casey's running as a 2, Carr's running as a 4. And they want to get Casey home. So Dick Say is due up, and we might see a pinch hitter for him. And let's see. Yeah, I think we're gonna send Biz Mackey to the plate. I mentioned him before. He was Roy Campanella's tutor as a catcher. And I think most folks would agree he was the second best catcher behind Josh Gibson in the history of the Negro Leagues. Some say he was better because he was so good defensively and he could hit. So he's going to bat for Dick Say here. And Slim Jones is standing in the on-deck circle, but he may not be batting either. Constanti the stretch. Carr at first. The pitch to Mackey is a 6-15, and hey, struck him out with a dead fish changeup. And that's 2 down. And here comes Slim. Well, let's look and see who's left on the bench here. Benches, of course, from the Negro Leagues were very short. Yeah, he can't hit for Slim Jones. We're going to let him bat. Constanti the stretch. Carr still at first. The pitch is a 133. That's hit to center. Richie Ashburn calling and taking for out number 3, and we're going to the bottom of the 9th. Any old kind of a run is going to win it for the Whiz Kids. So we're going to have a couple changes here. Biz Mackey is going to stay in and catch. George Carr does not play second base, so he's coming out. And the new second baseman is going to be Richard Harris. Now, I know you think you know him from Camelot, but it's not the same guy. All right, so Harris will take over at second. He's going to bat in Casey's number 7 spot. All right, so those 2 changes. Slim Jones comes back to the mound. And he's got Del Ennis, Dick Sisler, and Granny Hamner 4, 5, 6 to deal with in the Phillies' 9th inning. Scoreless in the bottom of the 9th. Slim Jones winds and deals to Ennis. 423, and hey, struck him out. He humped up on that fastball. 6 strikeouts for Jones now. 1 gone in the bottom of the 9th. Here's Sisler. Jones kicks and deals. 323. And that's a base hit for Dick Sisler. There's the potential winning run at first base. Granny Hamner comes up now. I don't think they would run for Sisler, although, yeah, they're not going to do that. Okay, Hamner, 2 for 3. Jones the stretch, the pitch to Granny. 343, hit in the air to center, Pete Washington, and that's 2 down. Here's Seminick. Sisler still at first. Jones the stretch, the pitch to Andy Seminick. 354, ball 4, he walked him. That moves the winning run to second base. Seminick's run doesn't mean anything, but getting Sisler to second might. Goliath is up. Goliath. Probably not going to hit for him either. All right. So Jones facing Goliath. Constanti is standing in the on-deck circle, but he will not bat if it comes to that, of course. 2 outs, bottom of the 9th. Winning run at second base. Slim Jones, the delivery. 461, it's hit to left and deep. Back goes Cheney White, warning track, and makes the catch for out number 3. We're going to have an extra inning ball game today. We go to the 10th with no score at Shibe Park. What a game. Top of the order coming for the Stars against Jim Constanti out for inning number 2 of work. It's Stevens, Dunn, and Wilson in the Stars' 10th inning. Constanti winds and deals to Jake Stevens. That's a 4-11. And that's hit to center. That's going to be trouble for Richie Ashburn. Let's get a power chart check for Jake Stevens. -8 is Constanti's adjustment number. That's a 664. That's a 3. -8, so it's going to be down to a 1, and that's going to be a base hit for Jake Stevens. Third time on base for the Stars shortstop, and here comes Jake Dunn. A lot of options here now. Jake Stevens could run. They're going to play it a little closer to the vest and try the bunt. Dunn is 1 for 4. Judd Wilson is on deck. Dunn failed to bunt successfully back in the first inning. He is a 4-bunter, which is pretty good. This is bunted. He missed the pitch. Strike 1. Next delivery, he keeps the bunt on. It's bunted in front of home plate. On it is Andy Semenick. He fires down to Goliath covering first, and that will advance Stevens to second base. And here comes Judd Wilson with a chance to put the Stars on the board. Cheney White is on deck. Could walk Wilson here and set up a double play, but that seems like a bad idea. So Constanti's going to go to the stretch. And the delivery to Wilson, who's 1 for 4. 345 is trouble. That's a base hit. That is a base hit. Now, it's not indicated which field it goes to, so it doesn't really... The home team chooses. All the outfielder throwing arms are 0, but there's a 2 there. And that means it's going to advance the base runners 2 bases. The Stars are on the board. They lead 1-0 on a single by Judd Wilson. Here's Cheney White. Constanti's got to get out of the mess. The pitch to White, 216. And that might do it. It's a ground ball to Granny Hamner. And we got a roll for 2 here. Hamner goes to Goliath for 1, and the relay to Waitkus is in time for a rally-killing, soul-crushing 6-4-3 double play turned by the Phillies to end the 10th. But the Stars get a run on 2 hits. They don't leave anybody, and we go to the bottom of the 10th with the score. The Philadelphia Stars 1, the Philadelphia Phillies 0. Slim Jones out for inning number 10, trying to finish the deal. Jim Constanti will be leading off the inning, except he won't be. It's going to be Jimmy Bloodworth, backup infielder. They acquired him from the Reds during the season. And he was sort of their number 1 right-handed pinch hitter. And he's going to lead off the 10th. Then it'll be Waitkus and then Ashburn against Slim Jones. Phillies need a run to stay alive. 1-0 Stars. We're in the bottom of the 10th. Jones winds and deals. 5:25. Ball 4. Ooh. There's your tying run. Waitkus comes up now, but he's not a good bunter. See, this is the Ricky Weeks conundrum right here. Ned Yost used to ask Ricky Weeks to sacrifice bunt, and it used to make me want to put my head through a plate glass window. And the reason why is that Ricky Weeks couldn't get a bunt down if his life depended on it. But that didn't stop Ned Yost from asking him to do it over and over and over and over. Like giving it away. So, I'm not going to ask Eddie Waitkus to bunt because it's the Ricky Weeks principle. If somebody can't bunt, don't ask them to. It's not going to make them better, Ned. Get back in the tree and go hunting. All right, so it's Waitkus, 0 for 3. Slim Jones, the stretch, the delivery. 6:43 to center. Pete Washington makes the catch for out number 1. Bloodworth still at first. Richie Ashburn is up. Now, Richie Ashburn, a little bit better bunter. But there's 1 out now, so the moment has passed. Richie's 1 for 4. Jones, the stretch, the delivery, is a 3:35. Center field, Pete Washington coming on and makes the catch for out number 2. That makes Willie Jones the last chance saloon for the Philadelphia Phillies in this ballgame. Jimmy Bloodworth still at first base. Slim Jones the stretch and the delivery. 466 to left and deep. Back goes Cheney White. Warning track, but no further, and there is your ball game. The Stars beat the Phillies 1-0. All right, let's give you the totals in this one. Here's the Stars, and here's the Phils. For the Philadelphia Stars, 1 run on 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 hits. They had chances, and they committed no errors. The Phillies, no runs on 2, 4, 6, 7 hits, and they committed no errors. The winning pitcher is Slim Jones. The losing pitcher is, Jim Constanti. We're going to say Jones is also the MVP of the game for 10 shutout innings on these Phillies. All right, here's the pitch. If you would like a flyer for the game, email me at Bergland.kurt@yahoo.com. I'll put my email address in the description for this video, and also in the description for the video will be the link to channel membership. Encourage you to take a look at that as well. Thank you for supporting my channel. I appreciate your time. Have a wonderful evening. So long, everybody.